Hello, amazing people. It's Catrice here, the founder of Expansion Lifestyle Company and female leadership coach to women stepping into spiritual business leadership and their unique femme pioneer expression. Welcome today. I am talking about a really important topic today. I want to kind of get in with you guys today and talk about something that's been coming up for me personally and for my clients. And we're talking about the next level. We're talking about ascension and evolving and what happens when you do that. All the stuff that comes with that, the darker aspects, the heavier, the denser things that will come up when you're healing, expanding, and becoming aware of your next level in life. So this is really important. A lot of times this is how we slow down our growth, which there's never anything wrong. But if you know that you can obtain and embody and be in a certain space with yourself, your healing, your business, your leadership in life, and you just feel like you're not getting there, a lot of times that is because we are actually holding ourselves back because we are judging the shadow. We are judging all the lower vibrational emotions, right? The human densities, the fears, the anxieties, the angers, the resentment that comes up. And so it's like you're like in this place where you're like, okay, I'm feeling high with this vision. I can see, my consciousness has expanded. I know what I am to do. I'm clear on my mission. I have the focus and the community, and you're seeing things come together. But for some reason, you just can't get there, right? And you're finding yourself dipping. And a lot of people call that like depression, or some people even feel like they're regressing. But understand, you are never regressing. It's actually not even possible, right? Once you have a change in perspective and thought in your life and your consciousness, you are forever changed. So even though it may feel low when these cycles come into your life, understand that you can never go backwards. Though you can feel like you are in this 3D in the world of creating, in this world that we see, this tangible world, maybe you're not moving forward, but your ascension has happened, right? And it just takes a bit of healing and releasing for you to actually embody that on all energetic levels. So let's look at this. Okay, so now you're ascending, you're seeing things different. Your reality as you've known it is starting to collapse. You are understanding that you need to cultivate a deeper version of yourself. You're understanding that you want to create something new, like the spirit is really forthcoming with that. And what happens is all the things that are holding you back from that, all the things that has been dormant, all the limiting beliefs, all the self-worth issues, the pain, the things that you've forgotten about that was, come from this lifetime and other lifetimes, right? Like so much is within our psyche, a lot within our cells, right? Within our consciousness. And so the work at this time is how to move through that, how to navigate it, how to actually be in a space where you know that this releasing period is happening. I was talking to a woman the other day and she was like, yeah, I'm just so tired and I'm wanting to sleep and I feel like I should really just be on fire. And who says that sleeping isn't being on fire, right? I mean, it seems contradicting, but when you are able to be aware of what's happening, that you are healing and releasing and actually becoming a different version of yourself, sometimes you need more rest. Most of the times you will need more rest. You will need to eat better and eat differently and actually be more aware of your self-care and your self-talk, and give your time that your body and your mind that time to incubate. See, this is the power work, right? The power work isn't always being on social media or Instagram or giving events or whatever it is you think in your world makes you feel validated and productive. The quiet times, the times times that people do not see are the times when you are actually making the greatest change and transformation in your life, knowing to be able to validate yourself when you're not as active and not as busy. Remember, the women that I call in for my work and in this community that are magnetized and attracted to what I am and what I'm saying and what this message is, we're playing a different game. You know, it's not very widespread. As people are awakening, we'll see more of that. But this is more of a in a way, not to be better or less than anyone in any way, absolutely not. But it will be a small group of people that's understanding this higher way, this more self-empowered way of moving forward in our lives. And so the power work is being able to see everybody doing one thing, yet you are doing what is required, what your intuition is telling you that you need to do. You want to be in a group of entrepreneurs, you want to be in a group of community starters, community leaders, you want to be in a wellness group, you know, you have these communities, right? I have tons of amazing communities, but there are times when I'm not on the same page, or we're not all on the same path. So you have to be in that's real boss leadership, to say, this may be going on. Maybe you're doing a 30-day video challenge. Maybe this isn't the time for me, because I'm feeling the need to retreat. I'm feeling the need to assess. I'm feeling the need to up-level my self-care, to really get deep down and look at the stuff that's coming up, you know, and out of me. So I want to share, just get real vulnerable with you guys and share that I've been releasing like a relationship dynamic that's been in my life on and off for years, right? And it's given me so many gifts, yet I had used it as just an area to seep energy, right? I'm like, okay, I'll let this distract me. I'll let this potentially take my power. I'll just make this. And it is not your normal, you know, man, woman, or partnership type, you know, things. We're not arguing. It's not toxic in that way, but just in the way that I was viewing it, it was really, him and I really trigger things within each other. So it's been the greatest gift. Oh, but what a journey, what a journey, what a journey. And so as I'm ascending, as my business is growing and my community is growing, and I'm seeing these things, it's like, whoo, the fire, the illumination of all the things that have been settling, that I had felt around that dynamic, was coming up. Self-worth, I'm not good enough. Where's the reciprocation? You know, it should be different. What are my expectations, my fantasies? What's real? What can I manifest? How powerful am I, right? All this stuff was coming up, right? From this one individual, you know, with all this passion and dynamics that him and I have. And so while I'm wanting to make all these business decisions and actions, I was feeling paralyzed by all the shadow that was showing up. And the way that I actually was able to navigate those feelings, and like it's kind of like you could feel the inner child, the little girl, like, you know, feeling damaged and hurt and alone. And the mind, usually the first thing is for the mind to like, oh, wait a minute, go. Like, you know, opportunity is here. You know, you can distract yourself, go out with friends, make calls. You know, you can do all these things and just kind of push that to the side, because, you know, you want to get stuff done, right? You don't want to miss out all that, which is lack mentality. We'll get back to that. But instead, what I did is I sat down. I gave myself 3 days. And I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to be able to give myself such time. And if you do not have that, you need to make time for that. You need to really think innovatively and call in support. And it may not be 3 days for you, but giving yourself extra time than what you give yourself now. Right? Does somebody need to switch a day with you at work? Do you need to call in a parent and drop off a child? Like, what do you need to do so that you can sleep, rest, assess, journal, look, cry, purge, 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 and then let all this out and release? And what happened for me is, as I do energy work too for people who don't know that. So I did like a an energy sequence on myself, but what I was able to see, like even during meditation, during this time that I took for myself, I was able to just see the beauty from a higher aspect. And that's the work in itself, right? Always coming back to higher aspects. So that we're not playing the game of positivity, right? So we're not playing the game of optimists, or trying to say things, oh, I deserve better, and oh, I should be, whatever, I can do this, and there's plenty of fish in the sea, whatever, all that intellectual jargon. When what only needed to happen was for me to go into my strength. And my strength is higher aspect, is my higher self, is that higher consciousness, it's the God of me that's within me. It's that universal perspective, the Christ consciousness, the higher consciousness, the life, and click into that. And I was able to see clearly the beauty, the purity, and the unconditional love. Not only for myself, but also for the person that was triggering these things in me. So much love. I'm feeling it right now. It's like the ego just had to take a seat, right? And I became integrated on what I need to do in the tangible world, and leaving that illuminated light on, and being able to see the beauty, and being able to see how I've caught this in. Because we're masters, we're warriors, right? You're calling in every challenging situation from your soul, from your higher self. You're calling these aspects and these situations and these people in to play with you, so that you remember, so that that light, that illumination happens within your life. And this is your work. And I would say this was more on a more dramatic or high-end shadow work that I've had to do. Usually it doesn't take me 2 or 3 days to kind of purge and through things. Like I said, it's something that I've not wanted to look at, right? Or wasn't really aware of. And so this is what it looked like, and just the beauty of coming out on the other side of that, and the healing, and holding space for myself and for that person. And then having my energy integrated, so that I'm not running on E, but I'm running on full. Now it's time to move forward in my initiatives, to show up with my clients, to show up in my work, to show up with the mission and all this beauty and these opportunities and this light that's coming into me and coming into you and coming into the planet right now. So this is the time. So a lot of people want to be on fire right now, and we are. Right? But I just want to be here for you. If you start to feel the heaviness or the darkness or these lower energies that we like to push away, I don't want you to feel alone in that. Don't feel alone in that. And know that your warrior energy, your spiritual warrior energy, the brilliance that you be, is about integrating both of those things, knowing higher aspect, not covering up things, being able to look at those things and rock your life from that perspective. So going in, going deep, and being present with the things that feel uncomfortable is imperative. So I hope this transmission serves you. I am looking to be on here in January 2019, making a recording or a video every day so that we can create a more fierce community, as I am really focused on intending and attracting the pioneer women that have a unique expression, that are feeling ready for what's next, really wanting to deeply connect to their mission. And you may feel held back in a way because you may think that you are one of many, like I said, in other coaching communities and other entrepreneur communities. But what if your actual individual message is of a pioneer energy? And that's why you've been doubting. And that's why you've been unsure, because you are here to create and bring forth a message, way of being, and system that we've yet to see. Thank you for joining me. You guys have a beautiful week. Thanks so much. Bye.